Wow. Guru, what is this? Is it the Lalapaloska? The Malopaloska? The Maskacheska? What is this place, Guru? It's gorgeous, Guru.
Emma, this is Maloploska. this is
Oh,
Ma- this is Malopoloska, and we are at Miss Supranational 2024.
oh my God. We need to talk about our favorites, Guru. You ready?
And there is a very special bonus segment at the end, so you must watch it till the very end. Here we
Stay
go.
tuned, guys. Coming up.
छाया आसमां में, देखो झूमता गगन, हे छाया आसमां में, देखो झूमता गगन, ज़मीन आसमां पूछ गया, झूमता गगन, आसमां मेरे झूम ले जहां, ये कैसा नशा प्यार का समा, रही समझ में आसमां, होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा, कैसा नशा होश है कहाँ, होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. We are the Pageant Gurus and we're in, as you can see, Malopaloska for the Miss Supranational 2024. Well, not quite. We're at home and we're watching everything that's coming up on the social media and we're super excited because we already had the opening ceremony and the sashing ceremony of the girls. So this is going to be fun because from what we've just seen, we're picking up our top 15 who are likely to
Absolutely,
be
Emma.
noticed. We're likely going to be positive in terms of them placing. Guru, what are
Yeah.
you expecting from this top 15 that we've
You know-
just picked up on the very basics that we've just seen?
Yes, these are our first impressions, but thanks to social media, you are able to find out so much more about these girls much
Yeah.
before the competition really starts. I remember the time when we used to just wait for the preliminaries to understand who was the contestant. We knew our own Ghodi, we knew our own contestant, but we did
Yeah.
have no clue. But thanks to the world and the age and the times that we're living in, we pretty much have decided our first impressions of the top 15. So, Emma, this is very preliminary. We've not done too much of research, but it's those magical X factor that we're looking for. And that's exactly what Miss Supranational also wants, someone who is aspirational and inspirational. So,
And
let's do it.
gorgeous. Let's not forget that because they do want a model kind of a person, and we have seen that in all the winners in the past that these girls have been beautiful and they photograph very well and they're absolutely phenomenal. All right, so we're going to start with our top 15. This is very basic. We've not gone too into it, so we're going to give you a brief of what we know and love about them and what made them pop and made us notice them as well. So, all right, Gurus, we're going to start from 15 to number 1. So, and all right, Guru, do you want to get started on this?
Absolutely, Emma. Number 15 for me is Miss Vietnam. Okay, very, very quickly. We know that there is some relationship between the Miss Supranational and Vietnam. Though she's 30 years old, she's very well spoken, and at least her English is much better than her predecessor. She started very well. She lost her ground in the between, but then she closed on a high as well. So I do believe that she would crack into the top 15. Emma, your number 15.
All right, and top 15 for me is apparently a newcomer, and this is Miss Aruba. She's got a fantastic
yes.
smile, beautiful
Yeah.
hair. I mean, even if it's a wig, it suits her. I love the way she looks. She's got a beautiful smile, and she's a law student, and this is the first time she's representing Miss Aruba. So you know what? I think she is someone that we should notice. Okay, who's at 14 for you?
Okay, number 14 for me is Miss Haiti. She is wearing golden yellow dress. She's so well spoken of how she embraced the crown and the regality of Haiti. I just felt that there was a spark in her that just came across very, very clearly that night. Okay, number 14 for Emma goes to
14 for Emma is a surprise, Guru. You're going to be shocked for this. Is Miss South Africa, our own Brioni. I mean, we know no Brioni from Miss Universe. Bad luck for her. She's trying her luck over here. I don't particularly think they're gonna crown a Miss South Africa. She will make the cut, obviously, but I think she's not gonna go very much high up the ladder. Sorry, but she's beautiful. She had a snag in her dress. Everything as we all know about her. But you know what? She is not very high for me. So, okay, Guru, who is at 13? Unlucky 13.
Number 13 for me is Slovakia. She wore a black, gorgeous dress. She was so pretty, so elegant, just looking like a wow. So for
Wow.
me, number 13, Slovakia.
All right, Guru, you're gonna love this. For me, number 13 is Slovakia.
Oh!
We got one correct. For
Okay.
once, we agree on something. For once, Guru and I agree on something. You know what, Guru? Did you that dress, that black dress she wore, the slit? Oh my God, it was way up high. And that girl, her legs sold it for me. She's got beautiful legs. I love her hair. She's got a lovely personality. So yeah, definitely one to notice. Okay, and who is at number 12 here, Guru?
12 for me is Miss Aruba. Again, she's the first
Mr.
time,
Haro, okay.
first time representative. She's a lawyer and she is a model as well. And what she spoke really made a lot of sense with heart. And I think that's what Miss Supranational loves. We move to number 12 position. What is the number 12 position for
Okay, so
you?
this, I have purely gone on the way she looks. There's something about her is very marketable, and that's Miss Romania. Her name is Kira. She's got long hair, blonde, tall, and blue eyes. I mean, there's something about her that just popped. She didn't speak much on stage, but she was like this Barbie doll. This beautiful blonde hair that you see kind of reminded me of Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. So that's probably why I put it there, because she had this iconic look. So that's there for me at 12, Kira from Romania. Okay, and who's at 11, Guru?
Number 11 seems to be someone who was very happy being there. She's from Smiles. She is Miss Thailand. She was very well spoken. I loved her dress. She seems to be in a very happy space. And, I have seen her since the last couple of years when she participated in Miss Universe Thailand, I think in 2021 or 22. And I think she's finally redeeming herself in this pageant. So, Emma, who is at number 11?
Number 11 for me is a beauty that everyone's noticing is Miss Pakistan. I kept her a little low. She's very, very, she's a unique beauty. Love her short hair. Love the way she spoke. And I think the end when she did that Adab, it was so beautiful. I mean, I love that she brought her culture on stage. And so I'm not sure how much she's gonna progress in the further round, but definitely gonna make the first cut is Miss Pakistan at 11 for me. And all right, Guru, who is it? Number
Okay,
10?
top 10. Top 10. The 10th position is Miss USA. People are not coming, people are not noticing her, but I really felt
No,
that she
I
was
didn't
very
notice her.
strong. She talked about human trafficking. She talked about her, multinational background where she's Polish, she's Dutch, she's German, she has Czech Republic. So lovely combination, which really stands out. Loved her dress, spoke about her business in perfume oils as well. And I do believe that she is someone to look out for. So yeah, number 10, USA. And Emma's number 10 is?
Emma's number. Guru cracked. Say that again. You cracked up a bit.
So Emma's number 10 is?
Number 10 is Miss Spain. So she is I found her very beautiful. She put this beautiful yellow dress. It really complimented her. She had lovely hair, and I loved her eyebrows. She's got this very distinctive eyebrows, and I think it completely worked with her. She didn't speak much, but beauty-wise, she was unique. And for the first time, Spain's caught my eye. So yeah, she is at number 10. All right, and who is at number 9 for you, Guru?
Number 9 is Divine, because she is from Indonesia. She has a loving, warm smile. Her dress in purple was super sparkling. And she's, in fact, the winner of the Miss Putri Indonesia competition, which actually normally used to select winners for Miss Universe. So very tall, statuous beauty, just after our Miss India. And still she was able to make a very lasting impact on me. So yes, number 9 for me, Indonesia.
All right. So for me, number 9, guess who? New Zealand. Miss New Zealand. She has this beautiful green gown. She's very beautiful, extremely well spoken. I think that's what caught my attention from her. And she's very modulous. I think her name is Megan. So the recording of Supranational was so bad, I could not even hear. It was really low volume. It was very tough to get the names. But I think her name is Megan. But she spoke extremely well, very classy, very confident, and she's got this perfect model look. And I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work in her favor. So she's definitely number 9. Okay, who is at 8 for you?
It's
We're
very
getting closer
tough.
to top 5. Who's at 8 for you, Guru?
Number 8 for me is Miss Canada. The moment she stepped on stage, there was something very unique about her. She talked about her experiential education, and the way she spoke with the kind of confidence and charisma is something that's very, very
Yes.
unique to Canadians. But also, she was very well dressed. I think that's one area that Canadians have not really got it right. But with her, I do feel that she's doing an amazing job. So at number 8, Miss Canada.
Okay, so well, at number 8 for me is Miss Peru. This girl really caught my attention. Peru, she is so extremely well spoken. She's so confident, and she's a medical doctor and a volunteer firefighter. So this girl is really strong and brave. Um,
Congratulations.
very, very strong persona, and I love that. A lot of confidence. And medical doctor, firefighter. I mean, God. I mean, it couldn't get better than that. So yeah, she's definitely up for me. Oh, okay. And we're now to 7. Who is at number 7 for you, Guru?
7. Number 7 is Miss Nigeria.
Oh,
She is
okay.
so well spoken. She's the heartbeat of Africa, as she says. She loves animals. She wants to work in a zoo. She's worked in a zoo, in fact. And in a Supra chat as well, she came across as very sincere and yet very confident and strong. So yes, at number 7 is Nigeria. What about Emma's number 7?
It's a country that I love. Guru knows, everybody knows, I think. It's Miss Nepal.
Nepal.
She was very sweet, young, fresh, bubbly girl, very well spoken. How she talks about Nepal being on top of the world, and she had that wonderful, infectious. I think her name is Sachina. I still couldn't get the names. So forgive me for that. But yes, you know what? I think if Supranational is going to look for something fresh, and they might just give these countries a chance. So Nepal is definitely strong, and I feel she can speak well. And it's a unique look, so you never know. All right, okay, and this is we're getting very
Number
close to top
6.
5. Okay, so who is it number 6 for you, Guru?
Number 6 is Miss South Africa, Briony Covender.
Wow, you put her way up. Yeah.
Yes, I have not put her way up. I thought I've put her way down. And the only reason for that is the fact that, yes, we know she's great. She has had Miss Universe experience, but we've just had a sandwich or a victory when Lalila Maswane in 2021 ended up becoming Miss South Africa Supranational and becoming the eventual winner. And I believe the organization will not do the same process again, because then why would a Miss South Africa, the number 1 of that, be sending the second delegate? Because she was the winner that time at Miss South Africa.
Natasha, yeah.
But this time Natasha was the winner. But I just feel that could be one reason. That could be there's nothing to do with her per se. But I do feel that we should not take her lightly. She knows. Especially on the gown part, I'm very, very confident that the organization will do well. But whether she will progress further from there, I don't know. I don't know.
I
What
don't
about
see it
you?
happening. At
6?
number 6, this is going to be a big shocker for you. At number 6 is Miss India. So Sonal Kukreja has come down dramatically for me, and I could not put her in the top 5 just based on this. So like we're saying, whatever we're picking up now is not the final tally of what we think is going to happen on after the preliminaries. This is just what we just see right now. Sunil Kukreja did not do well in the opening ceremony. She seemed very nervous. What she spoke made absolutely no sense. It was utter gibberish. I think a lot of people spoke up about this as well. We really expected a lot for her, for someone who was so well articulated and had such amazing oratory skills. She really messed up. for that reason, she's come down to number 6 for me. So I'm a little bit panicky now, Guru, about Miss India, to be honest. All right, so now we're up to top 5. Okay, this is it. Guru, who is at number 5 for you?
So we have the smoking, sultry Koktawa.
Oh.
What a voice! What a voice! What a voice! Though she reminds me of Botswana at Miss World, and that
Very seductive, yes.
I think that voice of being seductive can work in Supranational. It definitely did not. It bombed at World. So yes, I do think that she brings a bit of mystery, a bit of aura, a bit of what is it called? Enigmatic. There's something that we want to know more about her.
Yeah.
She keeps us hungry. It's like keep them mean to keep them keen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's at number 5 for me. What about Emma's number 5?
And Emma's number 5, who broke into the number 5, is this girl who I found very, very classy, who spoke extremely well, is Miss Germany. I think her name is Louisa. There's something very confident and powerful about this girl when she speaks. She talks about how she takes inspiration from a life of a butterfly, and how she talks about evolving, and so she's very deep. Like, I could sense something. And for me, me, I'm more spiritual, so I'll get in more these depths of philosophical talks, which she did, and that caught my attention. So for that reason, Germany is at number 5. And okay, we are getting close to the top 3. Who is at number 4 for you, Guru?
Number 4 is Namaste Miss India, Sonal Kukreja. Though I love the fact what she wore, it stood out. Nobody else wore a national thing. But I do feel there was a moment, and in that special moment, I think time froze for her. She didn't know what she was doing. Whatever came out, as you rightly mentioned, from her mouth, she just spoke out, and then she was realizing, and you could see it in her eyes, like she's trying to figure out what words should I use, because saying that we have so many hundreds of foods and you get confused is very confusing, to say the least, coming from Miss India. But thankfully, Emma, the press and the vloggers have not picked it up. They found it very nice and humorous, but I know what exactly is going in her mind. Though it was a mistake, yes, she knows about it. She should put it behind herself and move on. Did you see carefully, or did you hear when she said, Shukriya? What did you...
It reminded of what we do, Guru. We should patent that. We should make that.
She watches our episode, so I think that could have just rung a bell at the right time.
I hope so.
No, she always likes our comments, so that's great. But I'm sure she'll put that behind her, and we'll see better days ahead.
Oh, I definitely.
Emma, what about you? Your number 4 goes to?
My number 4 goes to Rachel, Miss Canada. I put her much higher because she was absolutely gorgeous, absolutely classy, well-spoken, all of the things that Supranational is looking for. And I usually don't like the Canada descent before, and other pageants, very few, because you see mixed race in Canada coming up, and even in Miss Universe. So it's always lacking something, but this girl has all of it. Really, and I really feel she's gonna shock us and stun us, and definitely progress into further rounds. So definitely is number 4 for me is Canada. And oh my God, we are at top 3. Who is number 3 for Guru?
Okay, my top 3. Number 3 is Miss Puerto Rico.
Oh, you have to get her.
So well spoken. Her eyes and her smile. She's a health coach. She does yoga. And I loved her golden mirrorish gown as well. It looked like a proper evening gown than just an opening, event. So I think she's very well prepared. She was in the top 5 of the Supra Chat finals as well. So I do sense a winning vibe from her. But let's see. Who is your number 3, Emma?
My number 3 is one of my favorite countries, Miss Australia. She is very pretty, very beautiful. Her name is Jenai, I think. Jenai, I couldn't get the name. Very confident, well-spoken. I think she's going to be one of those girls that you want to hear what she's going to say in the question answer round, and she's going to nail it. So that's what I got from her. Fantastic styling. So, and her makeup did not pop. And the reason, guys, you guys are making fun of the makeup of the girls, the highlighter, is because there were floodlights on those girls. How the hell do you expect them? And they did not, the thing with putting makeup is you need to have a mix of lights. So you need to know where you're going to be standing. So they whatever diffuse lighting, they did the makeup, and then they go there under the floodlight. That was so bad. That was so horrible for the girls. So it's not the
It's
girls'
called the
fault
Bhuta. This is
entirely.
called the Bhuta effect.
Yeah, why can't that just be stage lights, you know? So yeah, so Australia, it worked for her, whatever makeup she did, and it looked beautiful. So that's why she's at number 3. Okay, so this is it, the top 2. Guru, who is at number 2?
So my number 2 is an emerging, I won't even say emerging, a new superpower in the world of pageants, and she is Miss Czech Republic. She's a powerhouse. She's very confident, and the way she takes everything in a very laughing, smiling, and unassuming way is something that I'm sure Supra will love. You know, we've seen it's not
Yeah.
about the best answer, it's not about the best dress, it's just about someone who is so normal, who just is they that I think they're looking for an imperfect beauty when it comes to
Yeah.
day-to-day conversation. You know, the looks wise, yes, it should be top notch, but when it comes to communication, she should not be the quintessential, you know, elocutions or debate specialist who can speak very well and create an argument. I don't think they look for that kind of beauty. They look for someone who's very relatable. She'll make mistakes. She'll try to find what the word is and she'll laugh in between. I think that kind of comfortable winner is what they're looking at. So I think that's one winner alert for me. What about Emma's number 2?
Emma's number 2. I mean, this girl is gorgeous. I think her name is Maria Louise. And she comes from the land of elephants, and I love elephants. And she is Miss Cote d'Ivoire. So Cote d'Ivoire is elegant. Her hair, her cheekbones. Have you seen her cheekbones? It's just like,
You know, she reminds me of Elle Smith, the Miss USA who was there at Harnaz's time, who had this afro hair,
yeah.
somewhat.
Exactly. You know, she's got that very beautiful framed face, like, oh my God, graceful, slender. Like we spoke about seductive voice, but it's the right amount of seductive, not like what happened in this world. It was like just orgasmic. But this is beautiful seductive. I think it's classy seductive. You know, I loved it.
You
And
know,
I
okay, this is
definitely
amazing.
Hmm?
No, you're absolutely right.
So
There's
I'm
something
very,
there's
very excited about Cote d'Ivoire. I would love to see her in top 2. I wish she comes to top 2 because just by the first 2, you know, moments we've seen them barely showing the true, you know, showcasing the true talents and the skills. We don't even know what's going to happen in the talent round and anything. So that's going to be another game changer as well. But as of now, Cote d'Ivoire, my God, stole the show. Okay, this is number 1.
So Emma, I think we should do this together.
Okay, let's do it together. I have a very good feeling about this one.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
United
UK,
Kingdom.
United Kingdom. Yes. She was in powder blue.
We
Such an
both
elegant
agree.
talking about empowerment, and what I loved about her that she spoke about the fact that she's gone through or has a particular type of skin cancer, and she says she's not looking for sympathy. I think that was a very powerful statement that she made, and I just had goosebumps. I think she clearly stood out for me. I think
Joanna Johnson is an amazing woman, and it's amazing because her name Joanna Johnson. I think remember Bold and the Beautiful. We all watched Bold and Beautiful, and Caroline. Her name was Joanna Johnston, and so when I heard that name, I was like, "Oh God!" And that just I can never forget her name. She is gorgeous. She's tall. She's beautiful. She's intelligent. She has a certain type of skin cancer that she's dealing with, and she's also spreading awareness of that cancer. So I'm guessing it's under control, and she is doing more awareness with women's empowerment and everything. But the fact is that she stands there, not bothered about something, and being a voice of strength and courage and being so brave in front of women. And she is just saying, don't notice me because of my illness. And that's what got me. And end of the day, this girl is gorgeous. She is tall, she's beautiful, she had a bun, elegant, classy, extremely well spoken. And I think she is the strongest contender, regardless of her illness. She is most powerful one I've seen as of now. So yeah, I think Guru and I both agree on this. For once, we agree on a winner.
at
And
least for the one. But these are very early impressions. We still have a lot of. We have a couple of a week. I think more than 2 weeks, around 2 weeks left for the pageant to actually happen. And the other thing, Emma, is that United Kingdom has been sending very, very good representatives to Supranational as well. So if you saw last year, they sent Millie Rose, I'm forgetting her name. She was there when Harnaz was there in 2021, and she came in the top 15. And here also last year she was in the top 5. So they're just
And
speaking at
yeah,
the
I
right time.
mean,
You
United
never know.
Kingdom has, yeah, UK has had always had wonderful contestants that haven't been noticed, and I wish they get noticed now. Even when we were in MGI, we saw this beautiful
Hmm. She
ballet
also
dancer
had,
with this
yeah, big hair.
beautiful afro she had, the most adorable thing. And she was on a tiptoe. She was tippy-toeing throughout the competition in her ballet shoes. And that was beautiful. So, you know what? Yeah, I think it's time UK gets it. So, well, yep, let's see. This is what we have for now, just by the opening ceremony and the session ceremonies. Is lots more is going to follow because we have talent show coming up and we have swimsuit and evening gown and all that stuff.
All preliminary. They
All
keep doing
preliminaries.
something
Yeah,
or the other.
so we're gonna combine all of that and give you our top favorites as well for that. So lots more coming up from Miss Supranational. And of course, as promised, we have an additional bonus. And can you tell us, Guru,
So,
what that
Emma,
is?
in
Yeah.
a time that we live, which is all about equality, why
Mm.
should the men be left behind?
I love men and I need to see some sexy men, Guru.
Well, you said, and we delivered. We are also going to slightly talk about, not in much as detail as we did for Miss Supranational, but at least our, the winning circle or the initial top 5 or 6 that we really caught our eyes in the Mr. Supranational competition. So, Emma, who are your winning circle?
Okay, so this is in no particular order. This is not in a ranking order as we did for Miss Supranational. So these are the men that caught our attention or made me go, ooh la la. So this is going to be fun because I loved watching it. I love picking my top 6, Guru. I've never had so much of fun looking at such handsome men. And this is in no particular order, but I'm just going to go with what I saw. The first one is, of course, Mr. Columbia. He was this young, sweet, he had this cute afro. He had like, oh my God, the most amazing smile and sexy eyes, and that just got me. And he was very young, and he had. I love the hair. So that it's like Cote d'Ivoire, Miss Cote d'Ivoire, Colombia. So a
Yes.
Colombian man with that afro was a really beautiful surprise. So Colombia for me. So after Colombia, for me was Guatemala. I like the way he dressed. He wore the shirt and
He looked like he's
then
gone to
he had
Greece.
this
He's like
trousers
this very,
and he had
yeah.
a little ponytail. Yeah, he had a ponytail and he had this very casual walk and the way and the you know what I loved about him? He says that he loves rabbits and he has
Rabbit.
about 12 rabbits. He has like 12 pet rabbits and I love them. So I was like, oh my. So this guy's very sensitive and he was super sexy at first. So that caught my attention. Okay. And then of course was Haiti. Haiti was very handsome. Um, Again, young, cute face and very powerful. There's something about him was very, very strong. I think he had definitely something that the other contestants didn't have, which was confidence. So when they're walking on stage, you could see the way they walk and they stand. That says a lot about them in the few seconds. So it was Haiti. And okay, then 3 more is of course my favorite country again, Nepal. He is the national team player of volleyball. Very, very handsome, sexy man. I mean, he spoke very well, Gautam. He spoke very well, Guru. And so I think he could just make it. And of course, this one, um, I'm not saying he's handsome. I'm not saying he stood out. But what I loved about him was his personality. Is Puerto Rico because he talked about animal abuse and he's an animal activist and he wants to do everything he can to spread awareness on how to treat animals with kindness and compassion, and that is a huge topic for me. So I fell in love with this guy's advocacy and his personality, which showed a lot of heart and emotion. So for me, Puerto Rico definitely. And of course, there's one man who stood out in this entire competition that is the sexiest, most handsome, most classy, most well spoken. And he collects gramophones. He loves vinyl records and he has about 100 vinyl records. So then the guy has got it. And you know what? He is breathtakingly handsome. And he is Mr. Poland. Congratulations, Poland, because you pulled a good one because my God, he's hot. He's tall, he's handsome, he's got the sweetest smile. And girls, if you know Outlander, he reminds me of the actor Sam Hewen. So take a look at Sam Hewen and then look at Mr. Poland and you'll see the similarities. Oh my God. I think Poland, guys, Good one. Good choice. Oh, I was damn happy. And who are the top six for you, Guru?
So I think first I would like to congratulate Mr. Supranational as an organization who takes this pageant a little seriously, because I think compared to the women and their genre of pageants, that much of effort, emphasis, and impact is not there for the others. Though there is Mr. World, but that doesn't happen every year. Randomly it happens. Even for that matter, even Miss World doesn't happen every year. So I think the kind of challenges that women pageantry had in terms of stereotyping women, in terms of just looks, is something that the world of male pageantry is challenged today, right? So they think that it's all about good looks, it's all about, show of skin, the swimsuit round and chiseled bodies. And I think these guys are here to prove a point that they are beyond their looks. They can add as much value to organizations, to societies, as any woman, as any woman can. So I think that's a stereotype that they are here to break. When I talk of my top six, or the circle of winners, we have Mr. Spain, Mr. Peru, Mr. Mexico, Mr. Laos, Mr. Netherlands, and right now for me, high up is Mr. Philippines. So yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Almost put Philippines, but I did. I just felt he spoke too much.
Too much.
Too long. He spoke too long in the introductions. Like, well, it was a whole thesis. He was like a speech he was giving.
I just felt that.
So that I think put me off because it felt
he had a good command over English.
What do you think?
I think he took too much of language. I think there's a very fine line. So if he plays that out nicely in the rest of the competition, it might work. But if he's like the preacher throughout, then yes, that'll be a red flag. Laos was equally nice. Netherlands I liked as well. Even Mexico, Peru, Spain. Spain is already the current winner, so it'll be tough. But these were the ones that caught my attention. Whew. So
it's gonna be damn interesting, Guru, because I mean it was tough picking up top 15 for the ladies and top 6 for men.
But it's not as difficult as the women. I don't think they put in so much of effort.
The men was, I think the reason why we kept top 6 is because there wasn't much choice. Let's be very honest. They were all amazing, but they all were lacking something, and that's probably why we could only.
I think Emma, that's why I think we should, if suppose we have to open a pageant school, it should be more towards nurturing and preparing men for that, because I think that's a gap that we feel in the market.
It is a big problem because I don't see much of pageant coaching for men. I think it's needed, and that's what the guys that stood out were these men, and all of them could have stood out because they didn't have training. Some of them didn't even know how to walk; they were walking like as if they're going to a buffet, So it was like there's like how do you walk, how do you talk, and then Philippines. Philippines was definitely caught my eye, but then when he went on and on and on talking, and I put it on fast forward, and it was going on and on, and I was like, "Oh my God, shut up!" Less is more. It's just an introduction. So there are things that sometimes you could overdo it, and sometimes it can be absolutely underplayed, and then it just does not show how amazing you are. Because if the guy Guatemala, he's amazing, and I felt he just needed someone to train him how to talk. He would have stood out. So I think you're right. If Guru and I are planning to start a pageant training school, and we want to equally focus on men and women definitely, and we're also wanting people who want to get into pageants, connect with us, speak with us, let us know what your worries are, and we can help clear that. Guru has an analytical point of view, I have a more holistical point of view, and you need someone seasoned to teach you and make you understand. That's what these people need. And I feel, like you said, Guru, it's really sad and it's wonderful that Supranational does it for men, but I think men have powerful voices. They can influence people positively, especially women and children as well. So I think that I think the focus on male pageants should be more as well, just as much as women. And I would love to see that in the future, having more male pageants, that amplifies their voices and puts them on a platform where they want to achieve things. Like Rodrigo wants to do something about animal abuse. Why not? It's not about politics that men have to only get into politics to prove a point to do something. You can even get into pageants, guys, and make a difference in the world. So I would like to see that, Guru. Wouldn't you? That would be wonderful.
Absolutely. As Lara Datta said, that it's a platform where we can make our choices and opinions and where we can raise those voices. I think for male pageantry can also provide that same platform for them, So why not? What do you guys think? Should there be
Let us
more
know.
emphasis on male pageantry? Do write your
I think,
comment.
yeah, let us know if you think it should be equal when it comes to men and women, because I think men make a huge influence in the woman's life and her confidence and giving her the courage to move ahead in life and be independent as well. So I think, yes, we need to celebrate men and their wonderful qualities and their presence in our lives, right? So, well, I think that's very much it for us this time. But we're gonna come back more with lots more coming up with the Miss Supranational as well. Miss Charm's gonna be coming up soon. Then we have MGI season. So the pageant season has officially
Second half
started,
of the year is
guys.
going to be extremely,
It's gonna be
extremely busy.
crazy. We're gonna be seeing a lot of new crownings. We have apparently got news that a Miss New Bahrain has been chosen, but we don't know who it is yet, and we're gonna come to know pretty soon by next month. So there's a whole lot of pageant, queens giving up the crowns, new queens being crowned. Pageant season has started, and this is it. So let's have fun. Let us know what you think on Miss Supranational and Mr. Supranational. Who are your favorites? Do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell button to be notified on our upcoming videos, because there are gonna be a lot more new videos coming up, Guru. So, all right, well, Guru seems to be having fun with the sun. So, well, would you like to say something before we go? And that's Teddy, in case you haven't met Teddy. Well, Teddy, who is your favorite? He says Miss UK.
1, 2, 3.
Shukriya.
Yeah.
Bye. Take care, sweetheart.